Hello, Sune here from yourbody.love. And today I'd like to talk a little bit more about the role of nutrition during perimenopause and menopause. Now, nutrition itself can be a very dull subject because it's really not rocket science. Now, the main things to remember here is that when we prepare for pregnancy, when we have small children and babies, and when we prepare for certain things like, if you're an athlete, there's certain fundamental things that you do in order to ensure that the outcome is the best that you could possibly hope for. So you do all the things that you need to do, like rest, and you think of all the foods or nutrients that can help you perform optimally, or if it's pregnancy or a newborn, you're not going to put solid food in a newborn baby, and there's very good reasons for that, but you want to ensure that you're giving that newborn baby the best start to life. That is what it is all about, and that's why there is so much emphasis on that, is because you want to give it the best start to life. And it's exactly the same in perimenopause and menopause. You want to give yourself the best chances as you're aging. And I've been doing this for quite a long time, and I think nutrition or looking after your health and well-being is even more important now than it is in your 20s and your 30s, because you're able to bounce back much quicker and much easier, unless you're doing something absolutely crazy. And there's lots of extremes to that as well. But I think generally we bounce back really quickly, whereas in your 40s, 50s, 60s, getting older, things are slowing down and changing. So it is absolutely important to care for our well-being now and as we age. So yes, nutrition has a massive role to play. And when I say it's not rocket science, here's my 10 cents about what I think are the most important things to remember here. The first thing is variety, okay? When you're looking at not just what you had today or what you had yesterday, but over a week, over a month, how much variety is in your diet? Is there a mixture of meats and eggs and cheese and vegetables and lentils and beans? That's what I mean by variety. If you're having cornflakes for breakfast, a white bread sandwich for lunch, and pasta and tomato sauce for dinner most nights, that is not variety. So it doesn't have to be difficult. It's seeing where can I add one extra thing to my meal. So that may be adding a tomato to that white bread sandwich, or a handful of salad leaves, or can I have some peas with my pasta? Just adding one or two ingredients a day will already start making a difference. So it doesn't have to be massive wholesale changes. And just hear what I'm saying. I'm not saying take anything away. I'm looking at what I can add to create more variety, more nutrients in the diet. The second thing is color. Adding color to your food is the best way of ensuring that you're adding more nutrients, more vitamins, more minerals. So think adding a handful of spinach to that pasta, or, where can I add some green, some red, some yellows, and just put that to yourself as a little challenge. And the next time you do your shopping is buying 2 extra colors that you would not normally think of adding to your food. So it's variety and it's color. And the third thing is thinking about just how close to the natural state my food is. So less packaging, less processed food. And the minute a food has loads of ingredients on the packaging, you know that it's been through quite a big processing or quite a big process to become more processed. So yes, a chicken is processed when you get the chicken breast because it has been cut into different portions. But that's not what I mean. I mean, just looking at the list of ingredients that's added to any food that you buy makes it less close to its natural state as possible. And for us ladies, looking at especially animal products that is organic and additive free and hormone free, because that's what we want to try and avoid, is all these extra added hormones that we really don't need and that our bodies struggle to metabolize and digest and get rid of. The body is amazing at making its own extra resources of estrogen as you move through the perimenopausal phase and through the menopausal phase. You don't need all these extra hormones from plastics and from food that has been processed and extra hormone added to it. So this is just a little bit of an overview. And when it comes to, so we have the actual physical reasons of why we add nutrition, but I think what is even more important for me and what I teach my clients is what, not just so much about what you eat, but how you eat, when you eat, how your body feels, listening to your body, honoring its hunger and her fullness, so not eating beyond fullness. And like, I'm quite hungry now, but I can feel it, and I am going to honor that, because after this I'm going to have a big lunch, because I try to have long gaps between dinner and breakfast. So I had something quite small to have for breakfast, but now I'm hungry and I'm going to eat. So it's listening to my body and putting weight loss to one side when we're looking at our nutrition and our well-being at this stage of life. Because when you're eating well, you're moving, your food is balanced and nutritious, there's variety, your body will do what it needs to do, and you may or may not lose weight, but your body will settle at a happy place. But that's why I'm saying putting that at a back, on the back burner, and absolutely focusing on your health and wellness at this stage and nourishing your body. So it's all about this. It's all about this nourishment and feeling good. The food, does it taste good? Does it make you happy when you're eating it? So yes, is eating it slowly, because that's so important for your digestive system, and also just savoring the food, taking your time over it, appreciating where your food is actually coming from, and thinking about how it's serving you and seeing it as an act of self-care as well. So the bottom line here, and the main thing, is getting to that point where you start listening to the body, because your body will give you feedback. She'll tell you when something is not right. You know, when you're feeling bloated after eating certain things, or you've got heartburn, that's your body telling you something. So it's either you've eaten too fast, you've eaten too much, you've eaten the wrong types of food for you, and there are certain things that you can do. So be curious about these signals and these messages and this feedback that your body is giving you. You are the expert of your body. I can give you lots of fundamentals and basics that applies to most women and people. But the main thing here is that you're the expert. You know which wisdom she holds, and you are the one that can choose and decide how to nourish and nurture yourself. So I hope that was helpful, and that you can go away and eat more variety and color and fresh food, but also honor, listen, trust, and respect your body, because she absolutely knows what you need to flourish and thrive.